So before we begin, I'm going to go ahead and make a disclaimer that this is going to be a very long video. I'm going to literally talk about every single perfume and why I like them, and hopefully it won't bore you to death. But yeah, grab some popcorn and let's get started. Hi guys, it's Luvableviet, and today I'm doing a my perfume collection, and in this video I'm going to talk about each and every single perfume that I use, a little story behind them, as well as why I like them, and kind of tell you what it smells like to me. I'm going to go ahead and throw out a disclaimer. My husband is home and he's outside right now watering the plant, so there may be weird noises. Do forgive me. We share this. And I'm a very busy girl. Alright, so what is my favorite smell out of my collection? My favorite smell out of the whole collection is the Chanel Chance Eau Fraiche. I wish I would have bought this in the 5-ounce bottle. The reason why it's smaller is because when I first got interested in Chanel, I was 21 I believe. And that was the first time I purchased the Chance Chanel. This is actually my 3rd bottle. This is older perfume, and honestly, this is my go-to smell for the fall and the winter. It is so sophisticated and it smells so good and it lasts for such a long time. So it's a great autumn winter smell. Every time I wear this, I think of knit, I think of high fashion, I think of pearl. So this is what got me started in the whole perfume craze. And you can actually get this online at all your major department store for, I believe, $124. I recommend buying online versus in store because in store you have to pay tax. Of course, I wasn't smart when I did all this because I paid for all of them in the store. So it's more of like that in the moment kind of buy. So the thing about this 2 bottle is because though I love Eau Fraiche more, and I bought the bigger Chance de Chanel Entendre. Entendre is pink and Eau Fraiche is green. This is my favorite smell, but this was introduced to me by Talia. So we went shopping, and back then when you didn't really know what's the difference between the Chance, the Chanel was, I thought they're all the same, just a bigger bottle, and I liked the pink, so I bought the pink. Though I liked the smell at that time, I feel like it's a little too girly for me now. Versus Eau Fraiche. Eau Fraiche is a girly, flirty, but happy, but more my age. I feel like it's just what you prefer. So I bought this in the 5-ounce, and she bought this in a 5-ounce. And afterward, as you can see, I still have a lot left because I don't use it very much. So I went and bought my own in a 3.4, and I believe this is $125 a pop also. And I think this is a little more expensive. But overall, I love all 3 smells. They're just for different occasions. Okay, so another smell that left a very long-lasting memory for me is the Gucci Guilty. I think I got 2, 3. Yep, they're both Gucci Guilty, and let me tell you why there's a difference. And they're both worn out, okay? The reason why I have 2 of them is because when I first met my husband in Vegas, I was actually using the smell, right? And he sniffed me. He was like, "Ooh, what kind of perfume is that?" And I'm like, "It's Gucci Guilty." And he was like, "It smells nice on you." So it left me with a really good memory. So what I did was, I used it that whole trip. I brought a lot of perfume, but I used the Gucci Guilty the whole trip just because he complimented me. And then we came home, of course, love happened, and the next time that we saw each other, I actually slipped a bottle into his suitcase. This way, he can kind of spray on his pillow whenever he misses me. And that continues till this very day whenever we're apart. I would always take a bottle of Chanel, I think Blue, or the Homme Le Sport with me. I know it's weird. However, Homme Le Sport actually smells really good even as a perfume, though it's a cologne. It's really soft. Oh, perfect. But we used to have this long distance relationship, and so he would always keep a bottle of Gucci Guilty with him. That's why I have 2 now. And I would always keep a bottle of the Homme Le Sport Chanel or the Blue. That's why he has 2 of each bottle also in his room. I know, just a love story behind the scenes, and that's why I love it. It still gives me a great memory. Every time I spray it on, my boyfriend can just pick it up. Because the Gucci Guilty and the Fendi by Fendi actually smell a lot alike. But if you love someone, you can tell what they're wearing, and he can tell the difference between the Fendi and Gucci, which is crazy because they're so similar. Talk about similarity. Dolce by Dolce & Gabbana and the Ouvrage smells exactly the same. Pricing wise, it's just different price, which is crazy. I know, and of course the bottle looks different, but it smells the same. So that's why I like the Dolce. Dolce is actually my newest buy, and Dolce is available, I believe, in Scentbird. Let's kind of quickly talk about Scentbird before we continue. Okay, so Scentbird is a monthly subscription for $14.95. You kind of subscribe to the website, and every month they send one of these little babies to your doorstep. And you can pick a new scent every month, or if you forget to that month, then they'll send you the month of January scent, the month of whatever. Each month they pick out a new scent. And this month's scent is the Cᴏ宜Le Perfume. Honestly, I really like this. So this month I forgot to pick something, so that's why I have this red bottle, and these are the two that I've had subscribed to. So this is Gucci Guilty, of course. So when I first choose the perfume, I wanted to see if this was a scam website, so I ordered Gucci Guilty because I can smell that and my husband can recognize it. If it's a fake perfume, I would know, and it's real, so I trust the website because I chose a smell that I knew both of us could recognize from anywhere. So that's why. After I realized and I trusted that Scentbird is legit, I did start subscribing. Then the perfume that I wanted to try next was the Viktor & Rolf Flower Bomb, and because this is the one I chose, it comes out. And this case is definitely reusable, so whether I want the black case or the white case, depending on what I'm wearing, I can just pop the Gucci in and it'll go down. See? So that's the one thing that I do adore about Scentbird is the creativity and how flexible it is. And it definitely looks better than those carry-on perfume. Hold on, I'll show you. So this is a flow case, right? Flow case, you have this area where you pump it in and you have to change it every time, and it makes it easy to travel with. Honestly, it sucks. I hate these portable ones. It looks like a vibrator. Most of the time people think it's a vibrator. It's not, okay? It's just a perfume case. And it's so hideous compared to this beautiful, sleek, and sophisticated case, which I adore. I adore. But anyways, why should you subscribe? The reason why I recommend subscribing to the Scentbird instead of buying the full-size perfume is, let's say you're watching my video and you want to buy perfume because I love it so much, but then you end up not liking it out of a splurge buy online, because I did recommend that buying online you don't have to pay for tax. I don't want you to jump into this. I don't want you to jump into this and buy something. I want you to be able to actually try these things out, and for $15 a month, honestly, I can spray this on me 4 pumps a day for 30 days and I will still have leftover. Hence, a lot leftover. And so, definitely worth it. It's a 0.27 ounce. Yeah, 0.27 ounce, so that's actually a lot. What else can I talk about? Oh, there is a few up and down, okay? There's a few things that Scentbird don't carry. Though they have over 450 scents, they do not carry Chanel product. They do not carry Dior product either. So you will not find the J'adore, this is the Luvableviet or the J'adore, I think it's just, yeah, Perfume Christian Dior. Just this is the original J'adore, and this is the Luvableviet. They are the same size, I believe, the 3.4, I believe. Let me check before. Yep, this is 3.4. So they're both 3.4, and I believe they're at like 160 something, I believe. Yeah, I think they're 160 something. I don't Don't quote me on that. I don't really remember. I just remember buying this out of desperation. I went to a party and that's why I just don't know. That's why they're so full. I went to a party and I needed a perfume and my friend gave me a few spray of hers. I loved it. I said, okay, I'll go get one too. And I guess when you need something and that was the only thing someone offered you, then you liked it. But once you bought it and you came home with it, then you realize you don't really love it as much because there were weddings I came to. So these smells great with weddings, but not for everyday kind of smell. It's too wintry and it's too formal in my opinion. So those were my regret buys, to be very honest. This is the Miss Dior. This is all the perfume. It was a collectible, I think. And this is the 1.7 ounce. I love it, but it's definitely a winter smell, so yeah. I think I went through a phase of houndstooth and I wanted the Lady Dior bag so badly, so I went into this Dior craze. But yeah, it's okay. If you have to spend money on anything, get the Chanel, get the Fendi, get the Gucci. Everything else is okay. So another Dior, this is the Dior Addict All Day Perfume again. This is a very mysterious smell. I actually had talked about it and how amazing it is. This is my lingerie perfume. When I say lingerie, because every time I put it on, I feel mysterious, I feel so sexy, and I feel, you know, like kitten-like, like poor baby, you know. Every girl has that one smell that brings out their inner diva, and this is definitely a smell for me. Again, Scentbird does not carry Dior, so just so you know. Oh, Scentbird also, for some odd reason, do not carry Versace Bright Crystal. They do not carry this either, but honestly, you can find this almost anywhere, even younger. And they're, out of the whole thing, this is the cheaper of my perfume. I don't use this very often because it's too florally and too happy for me, so I don't use this often, but it's just really nice and pretty to display. For you tomboys, because I have gone through that phase, this is the Cᴏ.ɩlᴛ. Honestly, it's not the most beautiful bottle, but this is the bottle, this is the smell that smells so bright and happy. And I wore this in Vietnam, my first trip back. It gave me a lot of memory, it was just very bright, and even now, every time I smell it, it's very nostalgic. Definitely, this is the most different out of all the smell here. I go with the sweeter, mysterious smell, but this, it smells completely different. It's very like upbeat, very tomboy-like. I like the idea of dating or trying out a perfume before buying, because a lot of the time I feel like these perfumes are not worth the buy unless you fully are in love with them. Why? Because I feel like after using the same smell for a month, you get bored of it. And honestly, you're not going to finish even 0.27 ounce of it. Why buy something that's like a 3.4 ounce if you're going to get bored of the smell? If there's a lot of heat or it's too hot or too cold, then it starts to drain by itself, so you're wasting money. So honestly, you only need something of this size. You don't need a full size. That's what I want to really pressure. If you want to buy a perfume, can you finish fully using this? The best way to think if a perfume is worth to buy and not regret like I did with my Chanel is purchase a 0.27 ounce of it. You know, just get a bottle, just a monthly supply. Get a monthly supply. If you're done using it and you still love it, then go buy it. If you're finished with a whole month of using it and you realize you're bored of it, you're probably better off choosing another scent or trying something else. Save yourself that full price and just buy yourself something for $15. It's free shipping and you cancel anytime. It's so simple. Just try out Scentbird. Me, for example, I wanted to try the Victor Balm and the Flower Bomb, and honestly, I used it for 3 days straight and I've grown bored of it. So I'm happy I didn't buy the full size, because this full size of the Victor Balm I think is like $2.15 for the cheapest. It would just be sitting up here like everything else. You know, I mean, I'm kind of glad I tried it out. I love it. I loved it for 3 days and I got bored of it and I tried something else. So that's why I knew that this is going to be a bad purchase if I do buy it. So yeah, I I don't regret paying $15 for me to test if something is worth it rather than spending $200. I think the biggest size that came in was like $265 for the Victor Bomb, which I thought was kind of ridiculous. If there's gold in there or something for $300, heck, I'd rather buy a Burberry. But yeah. So why not try it for a discount price and then purchase only after you finish and you really decide you love that smell enough to buy it. Don't buy it on a whim. This is a smarter financial decision. I wish someone would have told me this. I wish that I had Scentbird much earlier on in my life. I wouldn't have spent that much on perfume because it adds up. Trust me. The reason why I love these perfume is because it not only does it leave me with a good memory, it also reminds me of special people in my life. For example, this is the Estee Lauder Beautiful, and I keep a small bottle now because I've given my mom the 2 full size I have. And why do I have 2 full size? Because I live very far from my family and I miss my mother often. And growing up, my mother has always used the Estee Lauder Beautiful, and so it has always, every time I smell the smell, I think of my mother, or every time someone walks by and I smell this perfume, I think of my mother. And so when I miss my mother, I usually spray the perfume onto my pillow. That is why that perfume means a lot to me. But if you want a good memory of your mother, I suggest always giving your mother the same scent. Yeah, give her a different scent, but give her a signature scent so that everyone, I guess everyone is kind of categorized, which feels so weird because to me, if I were to be categorized, my husband would think I'm Gucci guilty and my sister would think I'm the Eau Fraiche, like Chanel Eau Fraiche. So there's certain smells that I wear around certain people, and so that's why they refer to me as a certain smell. So yeah, but you know, to me it's more than a perfume. It's a good memory, and it smells good too because I like things that smell good. I like things that are beautiful just like everybody else. And oh, one of the new smells that I am trying is this my Burberry Black. My Burberry Black, I think, is the newest perfume by Burberry. I have owned several Burberry in my life, and honestly this has got to be the best out of them. I'm very tempted to buy a full size of them, but I want to try it for a little bit longer because when you smell for a perfume, every perfume smells good. But you kind of need to wear it out to test in every weather to see which weather fit best with the scent, because sometimes when your body natural oil mixed with these perfume, it changes it and it doesn't smell as good. And trust me, certain smells stay in my skin a lot longer than others, and the one smell that stayed in my skin the longest has got to be the Estee Lauder Beautiful. For some reason, it will stay on me for 3 days after I shower, and while I'm in the shower, it will come back up, like it just reignites. There's something in their perfume ingredient, but it is amazing. I wish all the other perfumes I own actually last that long. Unfortunately, it does not. So Estee Lauder by far outdo all of these other fancier, more beautiful perfume bottles. No offense. And of course, the reason why I kept these 3, which I know every girl have, is the very sexy Victoria's Secret bottle, the Heavenly Shine by Victoria's Secret, as well as the Dream Angel Desire. I believe they're only $20 a pop and they last forever, and I do love them a lot. And I usually use this for like the room spray, so every time someone's about to come stay at the house or when I have guests over, I just douse the whole room in this, and honestly it is perfect. It is affordable and it's beautiful. But yes, I feel like everyone and their mother own at least one of this scent, and well, I own 3. Oh, and also see these cute little bottle. Well, this one, it was like 500 points by Sephora, and I used it to buy this little bottle. I'm so obsessed with these tiny little bottles, and aren't these the cutest thing ever? Oh god! But my husband and I are thinking about giving these tiny little bottles for a wedding, and so Now we're looking for scent, as well as we have to look for a place that produced this wholesale so we can get it and give it to our guests. But I have another one. This is the Marc Jacob Daisy, and it smells really good, but I've given the full-size bottles to my sister already, so I don't have the small little rollable, but they are so adorable. So that's a little thing that I'm also doing. But honestly, that's about it. These are all the perfumes that I keep now because these are the ones I actually use. If you liked the video, don't forget to thumbs up, share it. What is your favorite scent? How much would you be willing to pay for a bottle of perfume? Comment that down below and let me know. Who knows? Maybe you'll win a free perfume bottle.
Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to comment, thumbs up, and subscribe. See you next time!